What?
Drinking with your sister.
Doubling down on your mileage?
What do you mean?
I don't know. You said something to that effect.
Oh, I did a status match on United.
I'm recording.
Plus, your favorite blue Sunday.
I got my first upgrade today.
Did you? To first class? Nice.
By like 3 or 4 points.
That was weird.
We had our
We're down a couple.
Here, I'm gonna pull up the text.
At least one guy.
And we got, what, Hooker and Elizabeth in the set. Bino at the front of the stack, Zach Johnston, Kumi, and then Brian Church. Miscue off the bat by Hooker. Hey, did anybody see Stitch on the news other than our, did anybody talk about that?
I know.
Let's talk about Stitch's misuse of pie in the sky. Pie in the sky, guess. Pie in the sky is like, you know, dreaming. It's like, oh, you got this dream and you're not doing dick to realize it, you know? It's like, that's just some pie in the sky BS. Get on it, right?
Stitch with a nice backhand across the field.
Wide open.
Dude,
Wait,
Luda
so
just,
fast. Is she on steroids this year?
Luda just totally undercut Zach right there. It wasn't even close.
With a Mrs.
Nice.
Stash.
That's boss.
Very
A
nice.
lot of position.
I would much rather throw a backhand
It's
there.
not terrible.
But,
Orange
dude, it's just fine doing that.
Has 1 point. We will not lose track of the score this time.
Do you want a beer?
Recording.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I need United's.
T-bone with the pull.
Is this Max in the black shorts?
I think that is Max.
Those are Gobi shorts.
You got
I believe
freaking-
that's Terrence Wang.
You
on
got
the
you got Luda, you got Twang, you got Max, you got Dick Garcia and T-bone.
That almost threaded the needle between the net and the.
I gotta say, I like Timmy's aesthetic right now.
That'd
to
be an
honest.
awesome shot.
He looks good. He looks like a boss.
With the headband.
Yeah, the headband,
Looks
the
like
white tights. That's a money grab.
I knew that was Terrence Wang, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a money grab by Twang. Here's the thing about a play like that, as the baller, you know, in Timmy's spot, his question is, do I sell out to try to make this very difficult play? I'm the biggest boss on this team. This is the kind of shit that I have to do for us to win, right? Or do you let it go and trust your boy to make a play? There's 2 ways to make a decision. If your boy is behind you saying, I got it, I got it, I got it, you lay the fook off and your boy gets the job done. Or if they're not communicating to you at all, sorry Ryan, then trust or not. He trusted T-Wang. That was probably a catch. We can't really tell from here, but regardless, I'll tell you what, it wasn't a turnover. So he made the play regardless. That's dirty as
Late
fuck.
game, he's probably gonna take it in his own hand.
Oh my god.
Oh, did it get it? No.
That throw was too dirty for the rest of his teammates.
Well, speaking of trusting your teammates, I think the middle of Orange's roster is fairly decent. You know, they have Max, they have Terrence Wang. I can't remember who else they have, but you know, they're 4 through 6 players are very good.
That's nice.
Zach Johnson and Nick Bean.
And Gray scores, making it 1-1. Correct?
Yeah, 1-1.
Oh, actually. What do you think Orange Shorts is? 6'3"?
Really? He seems taller than I am.
He's not 6'5".
Jeff Browning.
He might be 6'4".
Jeff Browning is picking up with
Brady's
Gray for the
6'6",
evening.
isn't he?
He's 6'7".
Okay. I think Chip Dean fielded the pool.
Yep. Every day.
They need a stitch.
Make a play!
So broken.
Let's see some D, baby. Excuse me.
I'm not sure who that is, but he's wearing a Ghetto Force shirt earlier. And Jake Gooch, fresh
Gray
gets the
makes-
break. And you get 2-1.
Gray up 2-1.
Bob Strome.
Recording, I think.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I'm recording, but I don't know.
Actually, Fukin, this might not be. I think this is a song for Jeffrey. It's a shame how rusty I am on my tall.
Chip's gonna let the pool sail out of bounds.
So Dean is a solid handler, yeah?
he's got
He knows what he's doing. He's got some throws, especially indoor. He can hurt you, right?
I'd say his flick is about 50
No,
yards.
he doesn't jack it that much. He looks like he would jack it. Oh, Bob! If Bob pulls the trigger there, that's a D. Yes, dude. BA's IO flick is so dirt. It's so dirt. Yes.
Nice point, Orange.
That works every time.
2-2, tie game.
I don't think they had their. They did that.
Hooker, Gern Blanston, Elizabeth, and Brian Church. You should feed her again.
That looks like
yes,
Brian
that's
Church.
good play. Church open side. Nope. Nope.
Oh!
Up!
What are you going to say now about that top end talent?
Who did you just beat? Wumbo can play, but you guys can play too. I still think the bottom half of your roster is worse than other teams. And we all know, yeah, ballers ball, but you got to be solid throughout if you want to win at least in this
We
league.
were throwing to our bottom half all game.
Good. If you guys can find a way to use them effectively, or just, you know, I might not be right. Show me that I'm wrong and that your bottom half is fucking legit, and then I think you're as good as anybody. My criticism of you guys at the moment is I don't think your bottom half is good, you know?
We do have a lot of players that are very inexperienced. It's true.
I mean, but you guys are the guys that can get them balling too. More than any other team in this league, in my estimation.
The net just got a catch.
Yeah, I saw
Timmy
that.
just kind of threw it in the net.
Let's see what happens here.
Libby trying to get it off the line.
It should still get off.
Jacob Hooks.
That's
needs to
fine.
Back up a little bit.
Yes, it should go right back to her. Nope. That's fine. Now it should go the other way. Suck. Garen Blanston didn't help.
Towards the end of the game.
Wow.
Oh wow. Yeah, definitely.
Great throw.
Where there was
Hooker.
Like 8 turnovers.
That was within, it was 1 point difference that we went up to. We went up to after that marathon.
Wow, they got
3-2, Gray. Forwarding. Quit putting your hand up if you're not going to pull.
I'm back to Vegas,
Well,
cuz.
what happens is that somebody puts their hand up and then the other team.
This song is great. I love this.
Well, don't put the disc up. I think you're actually going to pull.
No, he can't help it.
That one song by whatever they're called, what's the no names?
Chipped in with the disc in his own end zone and Nick Bean on the mark. Oh, Timmy with an unfortunate. You don't see that every day. I'm not sure who this kid guarding.
Yeah,
Timmy
but,
is, but
I mean, it happens.
it takes a little bit of guts to step
It
up
also
and try to
happens
guard
that that guy gets D's right on
Don't
the
worry
end
about
zone.
who's guarding Timmy.
They're calling for Amanda to stack back up. Nick Bean with the disc. Throws it up
There it
line.
is.
Just out of reach.
That's not a layout D, but that's created by T.
Yeah.
T created
maybe a
that
little
D.
dumb swing action with
See, that's even more impressive to just get the requisite job done with the minimum and appropriate amount of effort. That's exactly what happened there, because he's better than both those players. And right here, Stitch thinks he's better than Jeff Bronning, so he's just going to get the
But
disc.
Jeff Bronning is bodying Stitch's strike cut.
Yep.
Jamming up the line works.
Nope.
Why not?
Oh,
huge
nice
guy by
one-handed
Stitch.
grab.
So,
See, that makes it 3-3.
Yeah. 3-3.
all right, so let's talk about what happened at that point. Timmy doinked it in a really bad spot, and then he created a turnover between Bino and his receiver because, not physically, like kind of physically, you know, you got to be doing what you're supposed to do to create that, but that's more of a mental turnover. He just played it better than either one of those guys, and they thought they had the upper hand when they didn't, and it was a turnover. They bring it back in. JB and Stitch are the marquee matchup from there. T got his job done, and now Stitch is going to get his. It took a couple of throws, but there's no question Timmy's going open side to far break side with that OI, and Stitch is just going to get the job done because Stitch is saying, I am better than you, Jeff Bronning, just like Timmy said to Bino and the other guy. It's exactly what happened there. Nice D, Hooker. Nice D, Hooker.
The tripod took a hit.
It was also a nice jump cut by Jacob Hooks a little while ago.
Somebody needs to go deep. There's a lot of space. Nice dig. That's such a great
That's
throw.
Libby's signature one-handed catch. That's all she does.
True. Yep, Libby, open side run up. That should be. I do not love that. I do not love that. And I'll tell you why. Because this point starts right by the camera, ends up on the open, left sideline, the home sideline for Charcoal, and it's going back that way. And instead of continuing to facilitate the movement of the disc, Hooker, by throwing that run up to Libby, Hooker decides I'm going the other way with it, and there was no need.
I think
Nice
Jacob
point.
just tried to do a little too much there.
I agree. He should have just facilitated what was actually
There was just a
happening.
little bit of a thigh on the head
Yep, but
type injury.
Hooker got a piece of that flick. Did you guys see that? That's a block by Hooker. Gooch almost dug it, but that's a D. Yep.
Don't know who that was too.
Ooh.
That's a horrible call.
Might have been just a little bit of an overthrow. The little strip's called.
What happened?
I think it was a strip. I mean, I'm not sure whether it was a strip or not, but I'm thinking that's what it's called.
It's not contested, which doesn't mean that it's not a bad call, but it just means that regardless, this is where we are. That's a nice throw.
Who was that?
Yep. Oh, Bino. That's a good no call by Bino. There was probably some contact, but Bino got up. He should have caught the disc, and he didn't. Yeah, he got both of his hands on it. Bino was right where he needed to be. Nice throw. Oh.
Ooh.
Orange has unfortunately turfed the disc. Doinked the disc a couple times already.
Nice throw by.
Oh my!
That's such a good open side throw. It's out in front to the spot. Stitch is no slouch of a mark either. Like, it's open side, but Stitch's mark is awesome. Hooker puts it out in front of Bino, and it's just maybe a little bit too much mustard on it. I don't know.
It's still 3-3, right?
I think it's still threes. This game is very, I don't even know.
Equal.
It's like atrocious. You know, this is going to be a war of attrition. It already is. That's a good throw. Got to keep it flat. See what happens here. Yep.
Oh, was that Eli?
Yeah. It's not a bad decision there, but the throw wasn't what it needs to be. Maybe a little hasty with it too.
It's a little tough to tell who's who when it's that far away. Nick Bean poaching a little off of
Wow, miscommunication.
taking away that deep look. This point's just dragging out a little too long. People are getting a little impatient.
This
Just
is
hang in there and keep with your fundamentals.
honestly, this is a point that Mad Max really needs, because this point is a war. It's long. It's contested, several turnovers. Got your money players are on the field and they're going to be tired after this. You got to get this because the experience and just like the straight up.
MC, what was
Bino, yes.
What was our score?
We won by 4, I think.
it was 12-9.
12-9.
It was.
That's fine.
It was odd.
Mad Max has to take advantage of any opportunities they get because they just don't have the baller power that Orange does. And in a 60-minute game, it's often going to come down to whose ballers ball one or two more times than the other team.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah, that's a good grab by Hooker.
This is kind of the story of the game so far for them.
It is.
They're getting close to the end zone and just getting a little impatient and throwing it away.
This
Ooh,
is
he's down.
You're right. They really need to take this opportunity and score right now because they might not get this chance.
It's true. This is like when people watch teams like the Cleveland Browns of this past year, they say like, oh, they competed every game and all the games were close, and it's like, oh, a play or two this way, right? Well, guess what? That play or two this way or that way went against you every time, you know? Close every time, guess what? You lose every game. And so there aren't huge gaps where like one team is absolutely just a pickup team and then you have the national champions against another team. Like there's fucking parity. And the bottom line is this point can be viewed as a microcosm for a more macro perspective in that regard. Like get it done or don't. And if you're not going to be getting it done, guess what? You're going to lose games consistently. It's about consistency.
So I don't think Orange is going to make this many mistakes.
Agreed. This is your
rest of the game.
chance.
And
Somebody needs to just make a fucking play.
I'm not even saying
There it
that
is.
needs to happen. They probably just need. I think they need to be a little more patient with the disc.
Oh, totally. But at that point, they just needed to play, you know?
Recording. 4-3, Gray's up. Oh, look at the pull.
Close to the wire. Nice coverage by Jeff Browning. Chip Dean puts it upfield to Laura Stagel. Timmy kind of lagging. Laura finds Timmy. Timmy trying to find Stitch. Gets to settle for a fake strike to a dump throw. Stitch finds Max upfield. Upline to Crystal. She sends it into the end zone for Laura. Those ties the score at 4 apiece.
4-4.
92-3.
You know what we need to do? We need to get Booms to come out here and call these games
He
one
needs
night.
to know what everybody's name
That's
is.
all right. We'll have somebody with them the entire time. Every game he'll have another. He'll have a guest commentator.
Chucky's cheese
That
to
would
the
be
game.
JB, that's got to be out in front of him. JB needs to just shins all
look
over
at that nice
Twang
cut
this
by
point.
Cherry. Dumps it straight.
Woo! Yeah, Bob. Don't try to do too much, baby.
Ooh. Oh, like that.
No, that wasn't his fault. That was the
Oh, mystery.
Where did this
miscommunication.
go? Oh, way over there.
Yeah, Timmy thought Laura was going to continue on into that corner, and she did a little
There's
bit
nothing.
of
Dude,
cut.
there's nothing wrong with just taking that shot there.
Yeah, why
it was
not?
a miscommunication, but in that spot, they're flowing, they're going. Like that's the right. He should take a shot on goal.
Yeah, why not? Worst case scenario, she scores. Jeff Browning looking to put it deep. He's going to find Cherry.
That was very catchable. Our
I
boys.
think he threw it on the wrong side of the guy, though.
I agree, but that was still
He
very
had, to, he had to
catchable.
angle back, and
Our boys got to make that play. Come on, man.
you got to throw that a little earlier, too.
Agreed. Yeah.
Terrence Wang getting up to speed.
A lot of mistakes. Maybe we're wrong that Orange isn't going to give you opportunities tonight, you know? Sure fucking looks like they are. Wow!
That was pretty
Sick
sick.
dirt fucking catch. Oh, come on. That catch was so dirty.
I can't believe Jeff
Oh.
Browning made that catch. Again, to the wrong side of the guy, but
That was
Just like,
That was so
Jeff just
dirty.
twists his torso and makes the catch
it
anyway.
was like, guys take over.
Are you out? All right.
I'll hold down the Brian Ford. Oh, they're calling an injury. I believe Amanda's leaving the field and Libby's coming on. Timmy's got the disc on the end zone, being guarded by Bob. There's really no word for sends the disc upfield. It's just kind of completed a pass. Like that was a swing, and that's a hawk. But a pass upfield doesn't really have its own name. Ooh. Libby gets the D and hangs in there through the contact. Is it 4-4 right now? I think it's 4-3 still, right?
No, it's force.
Oh, that's true.
And it's been a pretty
little,
long point.
Nice little pop out to Jeff Browning. Setting up power. Gray's pretty good at setting up power position for themselves. That little move where you throw a couple yards sideways to your teammate who's running up like that. That's called popping out, as Mike Garrix would say. And what you're doing is you're creating some forward momentum.
Yeah.
Again, that's probably the 4th time this point, and that's great. They just manufactured that point rather than trying to throw a scooter over the top like they did earlier, and that makes it 5-4 Gray.
Yep.
Gray, otherwise known as Mad Max Militia, and captained by Nick Bean, is up 5-4 right now. This will probably be the last point of halftime. If Gray can get this D and put the point in, well, I don't even know who started on. I don't know who started on D, so I'm trying to calculate who would get if the quasi break would happen, but I'm not really sure. Chip D with the outside in flick huck. Stitch comes up with it.
I think Gray started on D.
Well, if they can get the D and put it in, that would be huge for them.
That's a big deal.
Jacob Hucks. Swings to Jeff Browning, who swings over to Libby.
No. Correction. Orange started on D.
Okay.
Orange pulled first.
So if Orange pulled first, they'll get the disc to start.
Yes.
Nick B makes an easy score to make it 6-4 Gray.
Woo.
So I was wrong. There's no quasi break opportunity. It's just going to continue to play out as it was. Nick Bean's going to pull for Gray. Chip Dean backpedaling. Catching the pull this deep in your end zone is very, very key. Because if you just let it bounce, you're going to give them an extra 3 or 4 seconds to set up. And being pinned deep in your own end zone with a ferocious mark on you, not the best thing in the world. I had that happen to me last week. I kind of let the pull bounce, and I threw the disc away in my own end zone. Terrence swings it back to Stitch. Swings back to Chip. Terrence with a nice layout to save it. I think that play was intended for Laura. A little bit of a high release. Man, Orange scores easily.
6-5
Gray. Okay, halftime just occurred at 6-5 Gray. And since Orange started on defense, they're going to now receive the disc to start the second half. Beth Ann's going to field it in her own end zone. And Timmy's going to send a nice backhand huck to Stitch. It doesn't get any easier than that. Ties the score up at 6s. We're getting Amir's dance moves on camera. Go ahead, get down.
What's the count here?
It's tied at 6.
Yeah, tied at 6.
Dude, did you see Libby get that money SD down there and get
Yes, I
struck?
did.
And it doesn't even matter.
The and one.
The and one, that's great. Gurn needs to feed her. Okay, Gooch needs... Libby needs to get the disc right now.
Gooch is so jacked. She's got a big chest.
He's well built. He's not like super cut, but he is well built.
That's another one of those
Well boot.
behind the cutter.
That needs to get off the line. It's something called. Oh, that was way too much. How was there no pick or anything called? That's a great throw.
Oh my goodness. Nice find. Another.
Oh my God.
What?
Talk about sending it sideline to sideline in the hardest way possible.
That was fantastic. 7-6 Gray.
I just missed that score.
Inside through crosstown traffic both ways.
Well, Zach Johnson threw it all the way like 30 yards sideways to one of his teammates, who I'm not sure who it was.
It was Eli, dude. Come on.
He threw it right back to Zach Johnson for the score. All the way across the field.
7-6 Gray. Oh, we got to get him here again. Brandon walked over there. Okay, I thought he was walking back. Let me know when they're about to pull. Okay.
Anything?
All of the Lights is off of that album.
Okay. Is Love locked down on that?
No, that one's off 808s and Heartbreaks.
Okay. So is that more of an album than like has a number of hits? Would you say it's more? I think that's down. Yeah, it's down. Would you say that's more of like a coherent attempt at like artwork as an album?
Yeah, I didn't really notice a lot of hits on there. It was just, I mean, it's not really like a. Oh my God, dirty break throw.
Oh, come on.
Are you kidding me? I mean, it's not one of those continuous story things either, but
That throw was money. Oops, that works.
Oh,
That's the difference between low release and non-money
Zach Johnson getting it done.
high release.
Does that make it 8-6 Gray?
yeah, it does. 8-6 gray.